Special match online. Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
I can't wait for this match to begin.
With all your heart. Time to play.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
I hope their training paid off.
Puts one in the pocket. Goes for the low kick.
Good stuff there.
The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player one has the life lead.
Gotta keep pushing. What's their play here?
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner.
Gotta be planning something.
Gets the jump in. Decides to buff up while they can. Very solid corner spot. Impact's a no-go.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense.
Impact's a no-go. Was looking for that jump attack.
Nice, liking that.
Did well to get the buff in there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Feeling out the spaces.
They're playing mind games here.
Oh God, this is tense.
We just gotta see one more push here to finish it.
In there.
We've got ourselves a winner.
Round two.
Tags the round. Fight. What did you make of it?
There's a girl who's enjoying the carnage she's spreading.
You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. They're backed up into the corner.
This is where things are gonna get very interesting.
Max S.A. Davis, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Jumps in. Big throw.
That was super good.
Burnout activate. On for the critical arm.
Amazing awareness there.
I can't Dankai Yaku. Playtime's over.
Such a lovely day. We're just getting
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Come for them with a sick super armor use. Low heavy, but no go. Super armor. What a finish.
I'm liking that finish.
Fight
I
round.
think I forgot to breathe for that whole round.
This is what a real fight looks like. It doesn't get any better than this.
Alex from above. Gets a risky puff in. We're just getting knocked down. Here comes the mix-up.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
The target combo with a bullet. Nowhere to run.
More.
Ooh, what a smart blow.
Doesn't get any better than that.
What are they gonna do? Special. Crowns them from above. There's the burnout.
We'll expect some bones to be broken here.
What a clutch blow heavy.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
It's over.
That was unreal.
Player
Marisa
one clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Fights don't get any better than that. That was awesome.
Can't argue with you. What a fight. Low heavy, but no go. Slow connection does big damage.
Ooh, landed a nice one there.
Put one in the pocket. Slow heavy.
That was a good one.
Player one creates a good corner opportunity.
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it.
Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
Fight!
That round was a pretty one-sided affair, to put it lightly.
Yep, that was a bit one-sided. No idea what happened there, but that wasn't a good look.
Box him with a target. Breaks those shins.
Amazing awareness there.
Player 2 has the life advantage.
They created a good situation here. Now to capitalize.
Looking to impress with this super.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Saihasho goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Challenge from above. Got it low, heavy, but no go. We're at a standstill, but we may see interruption soon. Closes in and out.
What was that?
Fight!
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one.
Time to go big or go home. Let's see how this two hold it down.
The low block shows a medium kick. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet.
Oh, okay. That's how it is. We got a real fight now.
Back into the corner. What setup do they have?
Come on, you got it. More.
What will they do next? Low heavy.
Any better than that.
Getting up cross-up attack.
Closing out here now.
What? Any trouble with at that range. Only a little bit of drive and light power. Turns out.
You know what you gotta do? Just
They are done.
that was unreal.
Juri!
Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
That's what happens when you have an irresistible force meeting an immovable object.
Yeah, I love the back and forth they have going on. This can lead to some big damage. The low heavy is denied. Grabs him.
Yeah,
Player 2 with the life lead.
gotta keep pushing.
Gets to jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The Buha's stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Decides to go in with the target combo. Player 1 chases them down.
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it.
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move.
You're gonna waste my time with this.
Time's the only thing moving here.
Trying to.
It's a big gamble and rips out a raw super.
Yeah,
Gets
good round.
that's the round. What did you make of it?
No way. My girl's engine's just getting warmed up.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two pick it up a notch. Medium kick. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
Well, we gotta see what lengths both fighters are willing to go to.
Medium kick hits.
Maybe thinking something.
The Fuha there to give them even better returns on their investment. They break things off to take a quick breather. Out of range. Relatively safe. Lots of Fuha bent and plenty of avenues to race through.
What's gonna happen next?
The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat. This may be it. Get out of the corner. Saihasho to start something. Denies the jumping.
Amazing awareness there.
Player 1 will look to apply pressure.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
Super art to show you what THT and fighters can do for you.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Wait, what? Are they actually dead?
You know, doesn't get anything.
Whoa! Get up the line now? Oh! This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Such a lovely face.
Flatline zone.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Man, they just dropped that. What is this?
Oh, that was great. Those two are pushing each other to the absolute limit.
Goes with the safe stuff with that target.
Amazing awareness there.
They're in the corner. This may change the match.
Come on, you gotta give me more.
Perfectly executed.
I'm liking that finish.
Marisa wins!
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
If these two don't give me what I want, I may have to come in there and bust them up myself.
Time to play.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see these two fight it out.
Lots of aggression from both sides. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Definitely saw that counterpunch.
Nice block there.
One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table, reads their mind and texts a throw. Holds out with the block. Had the radar up and running.
Smart decision.
KO.
We've got ourselves a winner.
Round two.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
There's a girl who's enjoying the carnage she's spreading.
You got that one. Oh, next round starting. Jumps up. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming.
Nice, liking that.
Fireballs, which is very strong at this range. Player does them dirty.
Oh, it's getting tense.
Adds a bit of OD spice there. Are we gonna froze them?
Pushing out the hot.
They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure.
This is where things are going to get very interesting.
Closes it out.
Damn, that was intense.
Fight.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
This is anyone's round. Both fighters got to bring it here. It doesn't get any better than that.
With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. This is gonna hurt. Dangerous situation here with both. They knew the throw was coming. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? The low kick hit.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Springs forward. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage.
Get some more of that. Yeah.
Ooh, you never know what can happen here.
Gotta close this out here and now.
Fights back with authority. The low.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Drowns him from above. What a finish.
I'm liking that finish.
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
Not gonna lie, I was entertained. Gotta give it up for two hardworking fighters.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
These two could fight 1,000 more times and I wouldn't be bored.
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Plenty of life left in both fighters, but a big difference in drive. How can they use this to their advantage? A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building.
Ooh, something's building, I can feel it. I'd be collecting their thoughts here.
So they break forward to pressure the opponent.
Calm before the storm here.
And a super KO.
Ooh, nice finish.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
Never count out a girl as crazy as her.
You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Checks them with the projectile. Had the radar up and running.
Smart decision.
Jumps in. Gets them with the anti-air.
That was super good.
Big throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range.
Ooh, this is getting tense.
Player two, KO.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
Fight.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
This is anyone's round. Both fighters gotta bring it here. So
Goes for the throw.
Get back.
Block super art incoming. Sets up with the jump in. Gets the counter.
I get it.
Crowns him from above. Player one needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. What if they could knock them out of the air?
Dishing out the hot stuff. Come in.
The next touch may decide this round.
One more attack's gonna do it. Come on.
They think it's not a flatline zone.
Damn, that was intense.
Ryu wins.
Is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while.
Ooh.
Here comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
None of you are going home disappointed after this fight. Bet on it.
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
All right, let's go.
Okay, we're in the early stages of the round.
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Throws them down.
That was a good one.
Goes for an overhead. Finds the time to squeeze in a buck.
Maybe thinking something.
The Fuha's stop to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Smart throw. That'll do more damage than usual.
That was good. I like it. More of that.
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Did well to get the buff in there. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it.
Nice block there.
Takes him all the way to the corner with that. So little life left. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation.
You're gonna waste my time with this?
Gets
Ha! They ain't getting up.
bags the round. What do you think of it?
There's a girl who's enjoying the carnage she's spreading.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two kick it up. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Smart play with the throw.
Amazing awareness there.
Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge.
That was super good.
How did they read that throw?
Come on. One more push here.
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Checks with a medium.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Side hustle. The low kick hits.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Chisels them down.
What was that?
Not gonna lie, that was a real intense fight.
Put it on the best bout list. Talk about a barn burner.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here?
They're just gonna keep going? Fine by me.
Sticks the jump in. The low kick is blocked. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Lots of aggression from both sides. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it whip. Anticipated that counter and blocked.
Nice block there.
Did well to get the bucket. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Decides to buff up while they can. Nails the anti-air.
Nice. Liking that.
Who will capitalize on an opening first?
This is getting too close to call.
Oh,
Great stuff there, right at the end.
there's no question what length both players are willing to go to.
That was great. Those two are pushing each other to the absolute limit.
Checks him with the projectile. Throws him to negate the block.
Nice. Liking that.
Wrapping it out up close. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. manages to block the jump-in attack. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on.
Ooh, both want to pull the trigger. Who's gonna blink first? Not afraid to take to the skies.
Buffs up. The low block. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up.
Dishing out the hot.
KO.
I'm liking that finish.
Juri.
This fight is over. Yo, give me your thoughts.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
None of you are going home disappointed after this fight. Bet on it.
Checking their opponent. Goes for the fireball. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out?
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
That was a solid anti-air.
That was a good one. What's their play here?
All right. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge?
Might be collecting their thoughts here.
Trip them up.
Ooh, gonna break some jaws there.
The super armor does its job. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Anything could happen here.
Ah, they're playing mind games here. Gotta be planning something.
Both fighters are barely alive.
Ooh, just a sneeze here.
Wraps it up with a decisive combo.
I'm liking that finish.
Yo, that was so close. But what a matchup to see, right?
Talk about your close rounds. That was frantic.
Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
Here we go. I want to see them put on a show.
Got their eye on the air.
Nice. Liking that. Maybe thinking something.
Grabs and throws them away.
That was super good.
Player 2 can build off this lead.
This fight's getting real interesting now.
Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return.
That was super good.
Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move! In there!
I'm liking that finish.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Time to go big or go home. Let's see how these two hold it down. Not afraid to take to the skies.
The match just started. It's anyone's game.
I can feel the tension right from the get-go.
They're turning it up. Perfect execution with the anti-air.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Doing some quick planning?
Ooh, both want to pull the trigger. Who's gonna blink first?
Player 1 needs to take it. The drive impact doesn't work.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense.
Their spacing is so sets up with the jump in. Gotta do better than that.
Hold it down strong. I like that. Get in there and fight.
Both sides getting ready. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Connects with the throw.
Doesn't get any better than that. Things are getting heated.
What are they gonna do? Here comes the call. The throw connects.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Not so fast. The drive impact is
Get any better than that.
still alive.
Sit down and shut up!
We're not done here. What? Are you kidding me?
That was unreal.
Ken
Player
wins.
1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
That was a close match that had everything you could ask for.
Yeah, I love the back and forth thing that's going on. Jumps. Uses the target combo as a filler. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
Here we go. I want to see them put on a show.
Lots of aggression from both sides. Throw whip. Goes for the throw.
Ooh.
Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. This is a real back and forth match. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Starting to sweat a bit. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Neither of them willing to back off. Checks him with a projectile. That drive impact doesn't get through.
Nice block there.
Drops him with a shorty. Anti-air drops him.
Amazing awareness there.
One combo can end this round right now.
Ooh, just to sneeze here.
Just go for it at this range.
Wait.
Oh.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
Great round with both fighters really going at it.
And you think these two are best friends or something, way they're beating on each other.
Throws him. What's next?
Smart decision.
Blocks the low hook, hits him with a stopping block.
Wait.
Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Ooh, it's a good spot. Use the super.
Amazing awareness there.
Kaisen Dankai Raku.
Yeah.
Playtime's over.
What's gonna happen next?
Not experiencing burnout.
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner game.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
Oh my god, they just choked it up!
How did that not hit?
Flatline.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to find out the win?
Time to go big or go home. Let's see how these two hold it down.
Knew the throw was coming. Reads the jump in perfectly.
That was super good.
Juri O!
Get low! Fishing out the hot stuff.
Getting up closer, brushes that off and keeps going.
Okay.
Can't let this hit. Solid anti-air.
Fishing out the hot stuff. We live for these kind of fights.
Shows range projectile. Shows off a parry. Low heavy.
Fishing out the hot stuff. Get in there and fight.
This may turn into a big chance. Oh man, this is a scary range.
Don't sleep on your opponent. Finish the job.
A real test of nerves here. Ooh, what a smart throw.
It doesn't get any better than that.
They both sides pump the brakes on the impact.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense.
Are you kidding me?
That was unreal.
Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
That was a close match that had everything you could ask for.
Can't argue with you. What a fight! Just overhand. All the throws connect.
Fishing out the hot stuff.
Still slugging it out at this range. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? That barely connected, but it still counts. Not so fast. Locks him with a target combo.
That was a good one.
Parries the projectile. Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. Was looking for that jump attack.
Smart decision.
Goes for the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground games. Neither of them willing to back off. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes.
Well, just a little bit more.
Trying to read each other here?
Trying to find their
KO!
We've got ourselves a winner.
Round 2.
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
No way. My girl's engine's just getting warmed up.
You got that right. Oh, next round started. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game.
Ah, I see. That makes sense.
Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Trying to read each other here?
Ah, they're playing mind games here.
Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Throws the fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Brushes that off and keeps going.
Ooh, this is where things are gonna get very interesting. Ooh, something's building and you feel it.
You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Throws a fireball. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Little time left. What's the play here? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. The drive impact is denied.
Hold it down there. I like that.
Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into the super arch.
What's this?
That's not gonna hit.
Hold it down strong. I like that.
The round ends as time expires. Did we just witness some high-level scouting?